How did you really figure me out?
Can't tell you. J33, will you check the trunk?
Good job, dude.
He told me it was loaded.
In policing, you see some traffickers go through very intricate measures to try to conceal their operations. Other times the veneer is paper thin. And if that paper thin veneer is basically you just throwing a whole bunch of in your truck and having a really flimsy story, you're gonna get caught and you're gonna go to jail. This is one of those.
1345, 1024. 104 East, Black Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Charles William Victor 3037. Charles William Victor 3037, Arizona.
That is incredibly nerve-wracking if you see a marked patrol vehicle in a lane right next to you, but they don't pass you and then they get behind you. It makes everyone nervous. Even off-duty police get nervous when that happens, and we call it black and white fever. He's taking a long time to stop. We call that slow rolling and definitely gonna raise red flags.
How you doing, man? Hey, I'm Trooper Lincoln from State Police. The reason I'm stopping you, man, you're following these vehicles in front of you way too close. That semi, you're like 2 car lengths behind them. Way too close. You're doing 70 miles an hour, you should be at least 7, man. Okay. Do you have your driver's license, insurance with you today?
Good stuff here. I mean, this is interesting because a lot of times I haven't seen the trooper stand behind the B-pillar like that, leaning up on the door. I like it a lot. The other thing is he said following too close, which we've seen that in a lot in these stops. And he said if you're going 70, you need to be at least 7 back. And I'm guessing he means 7 car lengths. Someone in the comment section if you know exactly what it is.
Where are you from? California? Okay. Where are you headed to?
I'm gonna go to Memphis tonight. Try to hit it. West Memphis before.
Yeah.
Is usually where I try to find.
Okay. You just travel for that a lot?
Not really, but it's my vacation, so I get to. My kids play, my wife plays, and Spencer McKenzie's is the.
You do like semi-pro cornhole or something?
Yeah, I got first place.
I play quite a bit too, that's what I'm asking.
I got first place last night.
I think he said he's in a cornhole tournament, that game Cornhole, and I think there's actually a cornhole in the backseat of the car.
Is this a rental car, right?
Yes.
Do you have the rental agreement for it?
It's probably got text to me. It's all like stuff.
Okay. I'll tell you what, just kind of speed up the process. If you want to try to find it back here in the passenger seat of my car, I'm gonna run your license and the vehicle information and stuff. It'll get you out of here a little bit quicker, okay?
Oh, to sit with you?
Yeah, you can sit in my front passenger seat with me. You can bring that back there and try to find that rental agreement while I'm running all your information, because that's gonna take a few minutes. So I'll come around there to you. You come on. Yeah.
Thank
Just gonna pat you down. No weapons on you or anything?
No, man.
Okay. Just take your seat in the front seat up there.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about this. The trooper goes all the way around to the driver's side and an 18-wheeler whizzes by and the driver's like, whoa. We saw a suspect push an Arkansas State trooper as soon as he exited the vehicle. That's a very dangerous place to be to conduct a pat down. Can we just go to the quarter panel, right front quarter panel of our car, call the driver back to us, their hands out to the side, and conduct an effective pat down, not this cursory just tapping, because with that kind of shirt, if I'm gonna do a pat down, it should be an effective pat down. Call them back to you, out of the street, right front quarter panel, conduct the pat down, and then do what you gotta do.
So what I get pulled over for?
So you're in the left lane, you were following the vehicle in front of you too close, you got over in the right lane, and you're right up on the back of that semi too. So I understand the traffic's congested out here today, but just need to give it.
Everybody just like.
Yeah, just need to give it a little bit more room.
So the following too close is definitely a charge. That charge and signaling simultaneous with a lane change or not with enough distance. Those are two things that people commit that violation quite frequently. And since I see it so much, I wanted to look up what the statute is in Arkansas. And I hope this is the most recent one. And please, I'm sure you'll correct me if I don't get it right. But I believe what it says is reasonable and prudent, having regard for the speed of vehicles and traffic upon the condition of the highway. So that seems somewhat subjective, but I did hear the trooper say if you're going 70, you need to be at least 7. And I believe that's 7 car lengths behind.
Where'd you rent it at? California?
Yeah.
How long do you have it for, do you know?
A couple weeks.
Okay. Where'd you say you played last night?
Santa Rosa, New Mexico.
Oh, okay. You gonna be on the road for a few weeks?
I have another week and a half. The 31st, I think I got to be back around the 31st. I do landscaping. I'm a butcher. So my wife works at a bank.
Yeah.
My youngest is 13 now. So,
Yeah.
and we have 3 kids, so our oldest is 16.
Yeah.
So it's a little more freedom than we've ever had.
Yeah,
you know?
I got you.
So the trooper is asking some questions. They seem maybe just benign questions, but everything matters. Every question makes sense. And these guys are really good about what they do and putting the pieces together.
Have you ever had any tickets or ever been arrested before?
Speeding ticket when I was like 18.
Okay.
Wait, no, I got pulled over for speeding like 5 years ago.
Oh, really? Never been arrested for anything though?
Not in a really long time. Like as a kid before I was
Okay. Yeah.
before I was 18. Though.
Yeah. So last name is Willis, Willis. First name David. Date of birth 1980-0512. 1980-0512.
So here's an interesting thing about running a person that's not handcuffed in the front seat. We've seen a video where this actually happens, where the return comes back from dispatch and the person is wanted. And if it's something horrific, does the person then decide to commit an act of violence or initiate an act of violence on a law enforcement officer? It's a really interesting practice to have an unrestrained person in the front seat while conducting a records check on the person. Interesting practice, something that I've never done. I know that I've seen it done here. And again, it's not my stop, but something to take note of just to learn how it's done differently someplace else.
While I was up there talking to you, I could smell a super strong odor in the car. Have you smoked in there or something recently?
It's maybe on my
You smoke in New
Cornhole
Mexico
stuff?
or something? Oh, okay. You use at all? Do you have a card or anything? You don't use at all? Okay. If you do, it's not a big deal. I was just asking because I can smell it. So if you do smoke it, it doesn't matter. But, do you have any in the car with you today?
No.
Okay.
So now the trooper told the driver that he smelled inside the vehicle, and the driver's on the phone with his wife. So that creates a situation for the driver because now the trooper has the ability to go further with his investigation into the car.
All right, dude, you can just step out and stand over there. I'm going to take a quick look in your car, make sure you don't have a large amount of. If you don't, I'll cut you loose, okay? I know you got on you, just to be honest with me, that's the best thing you can do. I do this every day for a living, dude. I'm really good at it. So
Yeah, well,
just tell me what you got and we'll work through it. It ain't no big deal. What you got?
can I not have the car searched?
No, sir. No, we're past that. So.
All right, well then, whatever, however you figured me out or whatever, something else.
Okay. So
You know.
there's nothing in the car like thing that's gonna hurt me. No weapons, no bombs, nothing like that. You just got there probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a lot or a little bit or how much is it? I'm trying to work with you as much as I can. I mean, like, I don't know what a lot is to you though. Like a lot to me is like several pounds. But so what you got? Like I said, dude, this is what I do every day. So
Yeah, no, you're good at it, man.
so just
You're the man.
just be honest with me, man. Do you even know how much you got? 50, 60?
They loaded the truck out.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna be cool with you. You've been cool with me. I'm gonna handcuff you in the front, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna cuff you in the back.
So this is interesting because there is a lot going on with that smell of inside of a vehicle. Is it enough for someone to do a search? We have 50 states and every state has something a little bit different. There is an interesting case going on at the time of this recording. It's in North Carolina Supreme Court, North Carolina versus Dobson. The two things that stand out about that case, and please look it up, it's very interesting, is about dual odors and hemp smelling like, which is legal, which in some places is still illegal. Is that enough for an officer to be able to utilize that as PC? So read that case, it's very interesting. At the time of this recording, it hasn't been decided yet, and that case can go to the Supreme Court. So I know a lot of you like to hear about these laws, and I don't know which way it's gonna go, but it's gonna be about dual odors a lot and about the smell of hemp. And some states have ruled on that already.
How did you really figure me out?
Can't tell you that. Your driving behavior wasn't very good, though. Like I said, I do this for a living every day. J33, will you check the trunk?
Yeah, it's like they couldn't even open it. Close it. It's like bad.
Yeah.
Real bad, man.
It's all good, dude. Hey, we're gonna work through it, man. I promise. It'll be all right.
That's not what you want to see if you're the suspect sitting in a car handcuffed and an Arkansas State trooper has just opened your trunk. That's not what you want to see. This guy didn't even try to hide it. He's got these garbage bags in his trunk. He's got the cornhole game in the back seat. Some people who commit crimes just boggle the mind.
Good job, dude.
He told me it was loaded.
Dude, that's a decent amount right there.
Yeah, that's a lot.
How much you think it is?
Probably 100 pounds.
Dude,
I smelt it before I leave.
We can close that up. The entire trunk of a Chevy Malibu is so full I can't even hardly close it. Do you have anything of value in the vehicle? Like, do you have a large amount of money or anything like that? Anything I need to get out of there?
All the money I have.
Okay. How much do you have on you? Because they're going to have to inventory that at the jail.
These, there's a
couple $100.
A couple $100.
Okay. Where are you going? Are you really going to Forest City?
Yeah, that's where I stopped. Yeah, that's where I'm going.
You're just going there to drop that off and going back?
No.
Where's that going?
That's going. I'm going to a hotel in.
You don't have to tell me like the exact address and like it's going to Ricky or not. Like, I'm just curious. Like, what's the destination city for it?
Knoxville.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay. There's you coming in at 11:51. There's you going out at 5:30 this morning.
Where? What is
That's a picture of you right there on the interstate.
Going in where?
You're coming out of New Mexico there at 5:30 this morning. Pretty cool.
Into Texas?
No, that was New Mexico.
Going into New Mexico?
You went into New Mexico, it looks like yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday morning.
11:51 a.m. Yeah.
Oh, I guess out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 5:23 this morning, you were headed this way, headed east.
Well, you're able to pull up the license plate and then.
Yeah, all I got to do is
go
just
back
run your license plate through here, and it shows me everywhere you've been and when you hit the readers and where you're at on I-40 and all that. I can do it on any car out here, though.
This is fascinating. I'll talk to you about a couple of things. Technology and police intuition. I've always wanted to kind of discuss this, and when I teach a lot of times I talk about police intuition because it is a thing. The officer mentions that it's a cold stop. So basically he didn't have any tips. He just has some really good tech and he has his police intuition as the investigation goes on. So it's public knowledge that police can run plates and it can tell where a vehicle has been, where it's entered, what state it has been through. When it hits those flock cameras, the officers know where the vehicle has been. And if the story doesn't match where the vehicle was, then that's going to raise red flags. That is a phenomenal piece of tech. Some people don't like it because it's like Big Brother's watching you, and I get that people can feel like that, but it's a piece of technology that police utilize. But what happens is, and there's a debate about how old school policing, before all of this technology existed, police operated off their intuition and said, you know what, there's something doesn't feel right about that vehicle, conduct a stop, and then they go forward with the investigation. So this officer is showing both. He's showing that he conducts this misdemeanor stop, uses his intuition and technology, and finds this large amount of in the back of the vehicle. The conversation is very enlightening and you can learn a lot, especially people considering doing this, how easily you can get caught at some point.
Is this the first time you ever done this?
It took a little bit once.
This is your second time?
Seemed pretty easy.
Yeah. You get paid pretty good, I imagine? What, 4 or 5 grand?
My stuff.
Huh?
It's my stuff. I have property. I have 40 acres that I live on.
Oh, you grow that?
But the county, right now I'm dealing with the county code enforcement. They came out and got me. So I'm tearing down the hoop houses. Everything, actually, I just sent all the pictures to the county. It's all tore down. I'm losing the property because I had to pay $30,000 a year for the property. But California was just nuts. Like, I tried to go legal and it didn't work out.
This is the first one I've gotten out of Cali in a long time. It's usually been Oklahoma here lately. Well, and Oklahoma's ridiculous.
I heard it was the new California like 5-8 years ago. Everybody was running to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I guess it's cheap to grow in warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they got the kind of script that California used to have where you could just grow as many as you want or something weird.
It's super congenial conversation. We could think these two guys were sitting next to each other at a bar having a beer or just discussing anything. Yet it's a guy who has over 100 pounds of in his trunk and the trooper that's making the arrest. And they're just being completely friendly, congenial, and having an open and honest conversation, which makes sense. The guy's like, listen, I'm caught. Why am I going to try to be a jerk off to the trooper? Kudos to the guy at the very least for being a respectful human being and being honest. You can learn a lot from this stop.
The oxidizer spray did not help, dude. That stuff is stout. It's definitely some high grade.
Well, it's greenhouse.
Trooper mentioned the oxidizer spray. I don't know if that guy used it, but that can be used when an officer is conducting an investigation to develop PC on why they want to potentially search a car, because those oxidizers, especially if there are multiple canisters of it and a strong odor of it, that can be part of a puzzle to look further into investigation. That not in and of itself, it can be part of the pieces of the puzzle to build that bridge to be able to get your PC.
How much can you grow in one season?
PVC, say,
like it kind of makes like
an 80-foot greenhouse.
Yeah.
It's 20 feet wide by 80 foot long, and you have to pull tarp every single day to make it think that it's going into flower. So you just plant them and you feed them nitrogen to get them big enough, like waist high, and then you start pulling tarps to make them go into flower. So it's called light deprivation or deprivation.
Deprivation, yeah.
Yeah. So then you can get a couple of runs a year, and in a greenhouse you can get like 100 pounds in one greenhouse.
Have you ever been arrested for it before?
Go away. Now that I think about it, now that you ran it, I didn't even think about that too, because it was like, I got some community service and stuff, you know? It was a misdemeanor, and it was for growing, and my attorney was like, either you take a intent to sell or cultivation. And I was like, well, which one? He was like, well, take the cultivation, because if you ever get in trouble again, or take the intent to sell, because I never had any scales, I didn't have no weapons or nothing like that, and it was, I don't know, in California it's a lesser charge, you get less trouble. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna turn the camera on you so I'm not gonna put you in the back seat while we go to jail. I'll let you sit up here.
All right, thank you. My last little taste of freedom for a long time.
Well, you've been cool with me, so I ain't gonna throw you back there.
Sorry.
There's not much room at all. 100 pounds is really not that big a deal. Like, so we're not.
Out in this side of the country, it probably is.
Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than it is in California, but I mean, like, they're not gonna tip us off and be like, hey, we think this guy might be hauling a couple pounds or something.
Okay, so I want to talk about something, and I really don't like when the words get beeped out because of YouTube. I really wish I could just speak through this, because it's really essentially for training. I'm not trying to glorify any of this behavior. I just wish that we could just say the words. When it comes to trafficking green stuff and white, the trafficking weights in most jurisdictions are different. And to give you an example, in my jurisdiction, when I was on the streets, a trafficking of was 100 pounds. So think of a 100-pound human being, small person. The trafficking weights for white, 4 grams, not 4 ounces, 4 grams. 100 pounds of green, 4 grams of white. So shows how the law looked at the differences between the two.
You guys were all looking for me?
No, I promise we weren't.
Because you guys were all like...
Where'd you see somebody else at?
No, just here, like all you troopers. But I'm in the black car right here, right? But all the white troopers were all lined up like jagged, like point, like different than they usually are.
And like way back there?
Mile behind you, there was over the last 10 minutes, there was just a lot of these troopers were all pointing.
Well, the only
on
ones
this side too.
So what I do is I work interdiction for the state police. So like I don't write speeding tickets, and I don't look for stuff like that. This is what I look for every day.
Oh man, that's a big man, right? On my son's birthday too.
So the trooper mentioned he's not tipped off. This was just good policing. And I say the saying, the old school police saying, take care of the misdemeanors and the felonies will take care of themselves. Find a good misdemeanor car stop, conduct the car stop, police intuition, a little bit of tech, and you end up with an arrest like this. We've seen other arrests. That process works. But this guy, I feel a little bit bad for him. In spite of the fact that he made a horrific choice, I feel bad for him because he seems like a nice guy. And he said he's gonna miss his son's birthday. So I feel bad for the son that the dad is missing his birthday for something like this. People gotta make better choices. The law is the law. And some people think it shouldn't be illegal. Well, right now it is, and if you're gonna end up in jail, is it worth it? It's not. It's definitely not worth it. I looked up on the original video, which is pinned, they got a 60-month suspended sentence, and they seized $354 in US currency. I don't have the official records, but you can click on that video if you wanna see what it says there. Make better choices. If you know someone that's gonna do something like this, you see where the person ends up. Share this video with them, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.